General Hospital spoilers for Monday, March 3rd reveal that Nina is entering a major period of change, as she is no longer willing to accept being manipulated or living in someone else's shadow. She has lost too much: love, honor, power, and now is the time to reclaim it all. But this isn't just a journey to find herself. This is a real battle, a powerful event pulling her into the eye of an inevitable storm. The tension between Nina and Drew is higher than ever, as neither of them is willing to give in. Things between them have gone too far to return to how they once were. Drew, who at one point considered Nina a part of his life, now looks at her with eyes full of contempt. Old wounds have yet to heal, and betrayals and misunderstandings have made everything even more complicated. Nina is no longer the woman who tried to seek acceptance from others. Now, she wants control, to impose her power in ways no one can stop. But Drew is not someone who can easily be overpowered. He's been through too much to let Nina control him again. In the past, he might have conceded, tried to find a way to compromise, but this time, he knows that if he lets Nina gain an advantage, she will not stop. Their confrontation is not just about betrayal or personal wounds, it's a battle about power, honor, and their future in Port Charles. Nina may be preparing for a bold move, but she also knows she is up against someone not easily defeated. Drew is no longer the man who can be swayed by emotions. He's become tougher, ready to do whatever it takes to protect his interests. And with both of them unwilling to back down, this battle will surely not end peacefully. Port Charles is about to witness a major shift in power as Nina and Drew step into a confrontation with no room for sympathy or compromise. The warnings have passed, and now it's time for action. Will Nina achieve the position she's always desired, or will she lose everything once again in a game that's too dangerous? And Drew, who always tries to control the situation, will he be able to maintain his power in the face of an ambitious Nina who has nothing left to lose? One thing is certain: nothing will ever be the same again. The battle between Nina and Drew will not only affect them but could also change the balance of Port Charles forever. And when this storm erupts, no one can predict who will be the last one standing. Lulu never expected that a chance discovery could change everything in ways no one could have predicted. What she accidentally uncovered was not just an ordinary secret, but a truth with the power to shake the lives of many, especially Lucky. She feels a shiver down her spine as she realizes that what she's found could put Lucky in more danger than anything he's ever faced before. Lucky, despite being accustomed to dangerous situations and endless troubles, is unaware of the real threat targeting him. Lulu knows he has no idea that those he considers allies may be betraying him, or that a far more dangerous force is aiming at him, leaving no trace behind. She understands that if she doesn't act now, she may lose Lucky forever. But Lulu can't do this alone. She needs help, and that's when Portia and Isaiah step into the picture. Both of them realize that without a proper plan, Lucky may not have a chance to escape. Portia, with her finesse and experience in the medical field, is not just concerned about Lucky's physical health but also understands that if he's facing dangerous people, they won't just look to eliminate him but may psychologically torment him until he's no longer able to fight back. She knows that if Lucky is in danger, he can't face it alone. Isaiah, who is familiar with the darker side of the criminal world, understands that once Lucky is targeted, he cannot just walk away safely. He doesn't believe in luck or simple negotiations. He knows that in this world, either you control the situation or you become a victim. And Lucky, no matter how experienced, could easily become a target without proper preparation. The race to save Lucky begins now. Lulu must figure out how to warn him without revealing anything to those silently watching him. But will Lucky believe her? He's always been someone who prefers to handle problems on his own, but this time, Lulu feels that if he doesn't accept help, he could fall into a trap with no way out. Meanwhile, Portia and Isaiah come up with a plan to monitor those who might be targeting Lucky. They must figure out who's behind all this before it's too late. But the deeper they dig, the more they realize this isn't just a personal conflict, it's a war that could change the entire order of Port Charles. The people targeting Lucky are not just old enemies. They have networks, they have strategy, and most importantly, they leave no trace. These aren't impulsive operatives, they plan, they have goals, and it seems they've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Lulu, Portia, and Isaiah are now not just fighting to save Lucky but to protect themselves. If they're not careful, they could become the next victims in this dangerous power play. But one thing is certain, they won't stand by and watch Lucky get dragged into the darkness. This fight won't be simple, but they know that if they don't act now, Lucky may never have a chance to come back. And when this storm erupts, no one can predict who will be the last one standing when it's all over. Christina is heading down a dangerous path, where emotions are no longer under control, and the hatred towards Ava is pushing her toward reckless actions that she can never undo. Her initial calculations may have been more rational, but now, all boundaries have been blurred. She no longer cares about who is right or wrong, who is to blame or who is innocent. Christina sees Ava as the cause of all the losses she has suffered, and she will not stop until Ava pays the price. Those around Christina are starting to notice the stark change in her. She is no longer the vibrant, energetic girl everyone once knew. Instead, she has become cold, determined, and willing to do whatever it takes to achieve her goal. Sonny, who has always protected Christina from the dangers of the criminal world, suddenly realizes that this time, his daughter is the one driving herself into danger. He once thought Christina would never be consumed by the darkness, but now, he sees the familiar signs of someone who has walked the path of revenge and lost themselves along the way. Alexis is also starting to panic as she watches her daughter change day by day. She had always tried to keep Christina away from unnecessary conflicts, but this time, she feels Christina is no longer listening to reason. No matter how hard she tries to convince her daughter that there are other ways to deal with Ava, Christina only sees one path: destruction. Molly and Sam also sense the shift in Christina's attitude. They've tried to calm her down, to bring her back to reality, but it seems like every word falls on deaf ears. Christina no longer seeks empathy from her family. Instead, she is obsessed with proving that Ava cannot continue to live peacefully after what has happened. But what's even more dangerous is that Christina does not realize she is slowly becoming the prey in the dangerous game she believes she is controlling. Her reckless actions not only draw the attention of her family but also bring more dangerous forces into play. If she continues down this path, not only Ava but Christina herself could become the hunted. Ava is not someone easily subdued. She has her own allies, ways to protect herself, and if Christina thinks she can attack Ava without consequences, she is mistaken. Ava has survived too many power struggles and is not about to let Christina destroy everything. This means a direct confrontation between the two women is inevitable, and when it happens, no one will walk away unscathed. Sonny knows that he needs to act before things spiral out of control. But the question is, can he control Christina before it's too late? Can he stop her before she truly steps into a world he has tried to protect her from for so many years? A storm is forming in Port Charles, and the battle between Christina and Ava could shake everything. No one knows who will win, but one thing is certain: when this battle ends, Christina will no longer be the girl she was before. Lois is being consumed by a growing fear as she realizes that Chase's actions could inadvertently bring him closer to the truth she's been desperately trying to hide all this time: the true identity of Gio. She knows full well that once this secret is exposed, everything will be out of her control. This isn't just a truth that needs to stay hidden. It's a ticking time bomb that could completely change her life, Joe's life, and the lives of those involved. Lois has spent years protecting this secret, but now, what she's tried to keep hidden is being threatened. Chase, with his straightforward nature and determination to uncover the truth, is beginning to piece together the clues. The scariest part is that he has no idea that he is standing on the brink of one of the secrets that could shake Port Charles. With seemingly innocent actions, Chase is heading in the right direction, and if Lois doesn't act quickly to control the situation, she could lose everything. Every step Chase takes makes Lois more and more anxious. He's not the type to let a mystery go, and this realization forces her to act immediately. But the biggest problem is that she can't stop Chase outright. If she tries, it will only make him more suspicious. This puts Lois in an even more difficult position. She must figure out how to keep her secret without revealing her panic, and that is almost impossible with the pressure mounting on her. However, Lois isn't the only one sensing the shift in the situation. She realizes that others are starting to suspect, perhaps those who have been quietly watching and waiting for the opportunity to use this secret as a weapon against her. This means that Lois not only has to worry about Chase, but also about forces operating in the shadows, people who may know more than she realizes. She understands that if Joe's secret is exposed, the consequences won't stop at losing control over her own life. This story could affect Gio in ways he never anticipated, potentially altering his future forever. And that is something Lois cannot accept. She has fought for years to protect Gio, to shield him from the troubles he doesn't deserve to bear. But now, everything is slipping out of her hands, and she doesn't know how much longer she can maintain that protective wall. As the pressure continues to build, Lois knows she must make a critical decision. Should she take the initiative and reveal the secret herself before someone else does? Or should she continue fighting to protect the truth, even if it means using measures she never thought she would? Joe's secret is no longer just a hidden truth, it has become a double-edged sword that could destroy anyone involved. And as things get closer to the brink of collapse, Lois knows she can't delay any longer. A storm is about to explode, and once it does, no one can predict the aftermath. Port Charles is about to witness one of the most shocking revelations in years. And when that happens, no one knows who will be hurt the most, but Lois knows she must prepare for the worst. The only question is, can she control the story before it's too late, or will she be swallowed by the storm she's been trying to avoid all this time?